Exeter, tries, Steenson Cons, Steenson Pens, J. Simmonds Saracens, tries, B. Vunipola, Wyles 2, Earle Cons, Farrell 2, Pens. Simmonds Saracens have been crowned Aviva Premiership 2017-18 champions after beating Exeter Chiefs 27-10 at Twickenham Stadium. On a sunny afternoon in West London, but with a tricky win to contend with at times, McCall's side put in an impressive performance, running in 4 tries for their 4th Premiership title. What a day it's turned out to be for Chris Wyles. He gets his 2nd try of the day in what will be his final ever game before retiring. Picked at twitter.com/S7merver419, Rugby on BT Sport, at BT Sport Rugby, May 26, 2018. After dominating possession in the opening stages, Joe Simmonds gave Exeter the lead with a simple penalty, but Saracens went over for the first try of the game with their first foray into Chiefs territory. Owen Farrell's clever dinked kick was eventually gathered by Alex Good after he hacked forward, and after a few phases, England number 8 Billy Vunipola crossed from close range. Sarries added another when Good's break and Maitland's pass on the left wing sent Chris Wyles in on his final professional game, as they established a 12-3 lead at halftime. Sarries are turning up the heat. Chris Wyles finishes off a wonderful backline move on his final match before retirement. Picked at twitter.com/boyvbdmerp, Rugby on BT Sport, at BT Sport Rugby, May 26, 2018. More slick hands from Saracens sent Wyles in for his 2nd score as he dived in on the left touchline as they took control of the game. However, after Schalke Brits was sent to the sin bin for Sarries, Exeter finally got ball in attacking positions and replacement Gareth Steenson went over off the back of a scrum with just under 20 minutes remaining. It was not to be the start of the comeback though, as Ben Spencer knocked over a simple penalty for Saracens and wing Nathan Earle dived over after capitalizing on some loose play, as Sarries overcame last year's champions. Brotherly love. There were 2 sets of brothers on the field at the home of England Rugby, with Sam and Joe Simmonds representing Exeter, and Billy and Mako Vunipola helping Saracens to victory. Saracens strike first. Despite so much doubt over his fitness, Billy Vunipola scores the first try of the Aviva Premiership final. You're just not stopping him from there. Picked at twitter.com/@8LSOE, Rugby on BT Sport, at BT Sport Rugby, May 26, 2018. Billy and Morrow were at their rampaging best throughout the afternoon, putting in aggressive hits and defense, consistently getting over the gain line with ball in hand, and providing front football for their team. It will have been particularly encouraging for Billy, who continues his comeback from a fractured arm, while Morrow was named man of the match, and their form bodes well for Eddie Jones as the pair will now join up with the England squad for the 3-test tour to South Africa. There were 13 players at Twickenham that have been selected for the Springboks tour and will now link up with the squad. Wonderful Wiggy. It was a record-breaking day for Saracens and England scrum half Richard Wigglesworth, who secured his 5th Premiership winners' medal. He picked up his first in 2006 when playing for Sale Sharks as they beat Leicester Tigers, and the 34-year-old has added a further 4 titles since his move to the North London club. The Blackpool-born halfback has been part of the dominant side in England in recent times, with the victory on Saturday Sarries' 3rd league triumph in the last 4 years. 200 not out. It was also a memorable day for referee Wayne Barnes, who took charge of the Premiership final for an 8th time, the most ever by a referee, and also reached 200 games refereed in the top flight. It has been a season of highs for Barnes, who also took charge of the Champions Cup final in Bilbao earlier this month between Leinster and Racing 92. Luke Pearce and Paul Dix were his assistants on the day, while David Groshoff was the TMO at Twickenham. Reaction. Saracens director of rugby Mark McCall: it feels special for a couple of reasons. Where we were in December, having lost 5 in a row, to be here and play the way we did today feels really good. I'm mostly pleased with our quality of performance today. It feels like it was our best final performance because of the quality of the opposition we played, and I think the players today we felt brilliant on the field. I thought it was a top-class performance. Saracens captain Brad Barrett: I think performances have improved week in, week out, and there's been a relentless appetite for the improvement of the team, and individual has been remarkable. For me as a captain it has been very easy as we have 6 or 7 leaders across the pack and that collective ownership has come through in spades. Exeter Director of Rugby Rob Baxter: finals are about the winners and I thought Saracens were very good. I thought they pinned their game together better than we did. I can be churlish and go back and look at the things that we didn't do well or I'm disappointed with, but ultimately a fair bit of credit of that has to come from Saracens and that's what we've got to learn from. The most pleasing thing today is the changing room felt a lot different to what it did 2 years ago when we lost. The players know they've had a good season and achieved some things this year we've never done before, but it didn't feel like a changing room that was at the end of a journey. Teams: Exeter, Turner, Noel, Slade, Hill, Woodburn, J. Simmonds, White, Hepburn, Cowan-Dickey, Francis, Lees, Hill, Ewers, Armand, Capt, S. Simmonds. Replacements: Yandel, Moon, Holmes, Skinner, Waldrom, Townsend, Steenson, Witten. Saracens: Good, Maitland, Lazowski, Barrett, Capt, Wyles, Farrell, Wigglesworth, M. Vunipola, George, Coke, Idoge, Cruz, Iziekwe, Ray, B. Vunipola. Replacements: Brits, Barrington, Figallo, Skelton, Rhodes, Spencer, Bosch, Earle. Attendance: 75,128. Competition: Gallagher Premiership.